Hey guys, so the long-awaited tutorial is finally here. So tonight I will be doing the look from Katy Perry's new video last Friday night. It's just an inspiration, so it's not identical, although I did try. And just a side note, for people who watched my haul video earlier, this is what I meant by braiding my hair with the ribbon, except this one little piece is all messed up, but that's okay, we'll survive. Alright. So I have one eye done, like you can see. Hopefully I can explain this as I go. Just letting you guys know I'm using the BH Cosmetics 120 palette, edition number 2. You can also do this look if you have edition 1. There are similar things, they're just less sparkly. So if you have glitter, like makeup glitter from like NYX or anything, you can use that instead. But from what you can see, it's not really that sparkly. But I tried. When you see the colors in the palette, you'll know they're sparkly. So first of all, I'm going to start off with my primer. It's my Smashbox one. I'm putting it on the lid as well as underneath to help with that color. And then blend it around. Blend it nice and high. Alrighty, here we go. So, first, I'm taking my small eyeshadow brush from my BH set and dipping it into, if I can balance this shimmery teal right here. I don't know if you can really see the shimmeriness of it. Whatever. Anyways, you'll see it on my eye. Alright. Just gonna pat that on and cover your whole lid. You can pat it, you can do windshield wiper motions, whatever you like. And just make sure you get down to your lash line, because when you open your eye, you don't want to see this flesh tone between your eyelashes and the color, because that's not very nice. Alright, so you're going to sweep it just into your crease, and then you're going to stop, and then you can just flick it out a little bit. There's no real precision to it. You just want a little bit of color to shoot out. Alrighty. So I just took one of my fluffier brushes. Don't know where I put the other one. Just like this, and I'm just buffing it a little bit. It also helps to glide that little wing out. But you can skip that if you like. I'm just going to add a slightly lighter, actually it's a lot lighter, teal just on top of that, because it is quite bright, but I think the light color helps give it a little bit of depth. And it's extremely difficult to actually see Katy Perry's eyes close in this video. I watched the entire 8 minutes and 11 seconds of her official video, pausing it and trying to pause it to get it right where her eyes are closed so I can see exactly what she did. Because when her eyes are open, you just see the bright teal. In this case, hers is more, some pictures it's a teal, some pictures it's more of a bluey purple, like that color. You know, that looks kind of dark, or maybe something like this. So I was going to use those. I actually used this dark one a little bit underneath, even though I didn't like it, and tried to buff it out with the lighter teal, like the shimmery one. But you guys will see all that. So anyways, just finish that off. And then I'm using my larger brush, if I can scoop it up, giving me problems. Alright, from BH, you can see it's got the color on it already. And I am going to dip it into this shimmery purple right here, because all of her eyeshadows are quite shimmery, so I'm just trying to go with the sparkly ones I have in my palette. And this you're going to put just in the crease, like so. And you're going to go all the way in, but you're not going to come out all the way, and then you can fling it up. So you can just blend that a little bit. Windshield wiper motions work best for crease, especially if you can open your eye at the same time. It helps to really get it in there. Alrighty. And you actually, when you put the pink on, you kind of mix it in with the purple, so the purple doesn't go block, block, block. So I'm using this sparkly pink right up here. And this you're going to go practically right up to your brow with. So starting from the crease, just fan your way up. And like I said, make sure you tuck into your crease. You don't want it going into your nose, which would not be very attractive. So, just build it up. Make sure they're even. It's a little hard to see in this lighting. I have added another artificial light so that you guys can actually see the color, because I can't film upside down looking at my white lights and my fan, which would make life a lot easier for you guys. Alright. So I'm just going to mix it in with the purple. I'm going to take that fluffy brush again and just blend those two. And blend this up. I didn't quite go to my brow because my eyes look really like closed in once you hit that. So after I did that, I just took one of my sponge tip applicators and I dipped it in a white. Any white will do. I have quite a few whites in the two palettes. Some matte and some shimmery. Alrighty. So I'm just hitting the arch of my brow. You could come all the way down if you'd like to. It looks like I did on that side, but I didn't because, you know, I'm pale. But yeah, you don't want to blend it too much into the pink because then you'll just get a lighter pink. So if you feel like you've done that, just take a little bit more and just dab it on instead of swiping it. That way it's a little more concentrated. Make sure I don't put the other side on. Alrighty. So I took a fillet brush, I think it looks like that, to help you line. So like I said, I'm going to go in with that dark purpley blue because that's the color that I noted to be as close to her color as possible. And I was going to try and go all the way around my eye, but it just was not taking to my upper lash line. So after I put it down here, from the inner corner to the outer corner, making sure it does go all the way in, because it looks kind of funny if you just have this little break. But if you can't get it with the tip of that, there we go. You can use another brush. I have a small brush that I said I was going to use. That's what it looks like. Small angled brush. But that one's just a smidgen bit rougher than this one, so it was a little less appealing. But there. So we got that dark color underneath. And like I said, you're going to go back in with the small brush that has the teal color on it. Pick up that light color and then sweep that under your eye as well. That way you do get the bit of the purple, but you also mute it down so it doesn't look funny, because having that just underneath, it doesn't quite match everything else, so it looks a little off. So once you've mixed it and made them balanced, in my case, it looks a little bit better, then you're set for that. And next, if I can get my palette down, I'm just going to add some black eyeliner. I'm just using one from a miscellaneous kit that I have because it's sharper than the other one that I used. So, just going to line your bottom lash line. It's not going to come out extremely dark because of the fact that that we have that color, because when I put it on, it goes right over my waterline. So once you've done the bottom one, you're also going to do the top, which can seem a little intimidating and it's a little difficult at first, but you get used to it. You just push your eyelid up a little bit, put it there, and then look down, and then run it back and forth. It usually helps to catch it. Oh, okay, there we go. So, just going to add my mascara, and I'm using Maybelline 1x1. I think I need to get a new one because I've used this so much. Where did you come from? How'd that get there? I don't know. That's okay. It looks like I've smudged something and I can't really tell on this camera, but that's okay. Just gonna apply that. I don't really curl my lashes. I'm not really sure why. I think I'm just really intimidated when I was younger by eyelash curlers. And I probably pinched myself one too many times and decided, yeah, no, not for me. But I get really good length with this mascara, which you guys can't fully tell. But Works for me. And then get little spider lashes down here. Make sure I didn't just dot myself already. And now, going to move on to the face. Something you guys probably also noticed, and I don't really mention, is I don't really wear foundation. I have a really hard time finding a color that matches me because I have freckles, which you can see a little better in this video than other videos. And so, no matter what color I get, even if it matches down here, when it goes over my freckles, it just looks funny. And I hate the cakey look, and I do have some liquid foundation that I'll put on occasionally, but it's mostly that I just put under my eyes to get rid of the nasty, ugly purple bags that I have. Okay, so I'm going to move on to blush. Katy is wearing a very bright pink. It's not on the apples of her cheek, it's more to the side near her temples. So I'm going to use my 6-color contour and blush palette from BH Cosmetics. If it wants to cooperate. There we go. And I don't think I have any other blushes. So this one isn't quite as bright pink as it is, but it's still quite bright. So it looks a little more brown in this light. But I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to use my brush, my blush brush from my BH Cosmetics set. And just pack on the color, smile, and pack it back here. And then if it's too much, just sweep it, and you can blend it out a little bit more. But yeah. I'm not a big fan of blush. I have naturally rosy cheeks, so I use a little bit of bronzer just to highlight my face a little bit because it is summer, so I wanted to look like I have a little bit of a sun-kissed glow. There we go. I think it's about balanced now. Yeah. All right. And I keep all my brushes in their little plastic sleeves. I just think it keeps them nicer. And I also got a new brush holder, which is nice. It actually matches a set of blue baskets that I have, but they didn't have it in blue because I bought it at a different store. But it works for the purpose, and I'm happy with that. And so the next thing that Katy has is pink lips. So the color I have is probably a little bit darker than what she is wearing, but it's called Fabulous Fuchsia. And just before I put that on, I'm just gonna, I like to put a little bit of lip balm on. It helps to smooth out any lines sometimes. I'm using, excuse me, one that I don't know if you guys have heard about, but the company is Melaleuca. It's kind of an at-home selling. It's kind of like Avon, but for other products. So it's the Sunshades Lip Balm in Vanilla Bean SPF 15. It has jojoba, coconut oil, beeswax, and vitamin E. It smells so good. I used to have a berry one, and it smelled just as good, but I think the vanilla bean is my favorite. Alright, so taking Fabulous Fuchsia, just gonna rub it on. I find having lip balm on also helps when you do that and you smack your lips together, because it's already got a nice smooth base. Alrighty. And I think that will conclude the tutorial. That is the end of it. So, hope you like it. So that's the look, and I'm looking forward to seeing any video responses or comments from you guys. So let me know what you'd like to see, and hopefully I can do them for you soon. Have a good night, guys.